Because you can carry it and not know it. And you can carry it and be giving it to others and not know it, because just because you haven't started showing symptoms yet, right? So that's why also that self quarantine and social isolation is so important. So if you were around somebody that traveled, if you traveled, right, if you're taking care of people and you start showing symptoms, this is where that self quarantine is so important, because it allows for your body to respond and for symptoms to show, so you understand, number one, if you have it, if you're a carrier, if you've been giving it to other people, and what the next steps are going to be.
The the carrying it and not knowing whether you have it was something that was spoken about a few times over here as well, in that some people who are very healthy, very fit, may have had it or have it and never show symptoms. And I think where you're discussing social distancing and quarantining yourself, I think it's more important there than ever, because you could think to yourself, well, I don't have it, I haven't had it, I have had no symptoms. But clearly, there have been cases of people who have tested positive yet had no symptoms. Over here, Idris Elba recently, a few days ago, made an announcement to say that he tested himself. He got tested, because he had come into contact with someone else who has it, yet he has shown no symptoms. And he said, I feel fine, I have no symptoms, and yet he's tested positive for it. So it's weird, because, very early on, inevitably everybody's having these discussions, as were we in the office, where we were saying, look, you don't know how much of this is fear mongering, how much of this is reality, and then how much of it is actually true, and we should really take extreme measures to self-isolate. And I think now all of that has been blown out of the water, because we're seeing such a rise in deaths so drastically every day. And now I think it's got to the point where everyone is understanding the seriousness of it, which is really important. But if they hadn't yet, I think the conversation that I've had with you today has really pushed forward this idea of, look, self-isolate, even if you don't think you have symptoms. If you're able to work from home, if you're able to self-isolate, it's the truth. And it's nice coming from someone who, like I said, is there, who is present there, who isn't necessarily a political figure, who's not saying this for and can't be saying it for some kind of gain by themselves. Literally, you are one of those people that is in the hospitals right now, and you're seeing it. So I think it's very important that the
And
self-isolating conversation has happened.